y'all? My name's Christian, I also go by Chris. And I'm gonna compete at the 2028 Olympics in weightlifting. Right now, I just finished my workout. I'm coming back from a slight disc bulge after doing my Olympic lifting for about a year and a half. Didn't really focus on technique, didn't really focus on building the foundation as well as I could have. I did some foundation work, I did put in a little bit of effort, but I could have done better. But now, I'm actually taking my rehab serious. I'm going to school. I'm still torn on whether I want to be a physical therapist or a sports medicine physician. And all I know is I'm going to be a doctor someday. It's one of those two. I'm not sure yet. I'm 27. I got 2 years of college under my belt. And I made a lot of excuses for a long time. It's just me putting it out there for me. I'm on my way to work right now, and this is just me keeping myself accountable. So if anybody sees this, cool. If anybody doesn't, cool. You know, this is just for me to look back and watch. Today, did a nice little chest workout. Been working on my shoulder as well because I was diagnosed with a double shoulder impingement the December before, which I believe was an incorrect diagnosis just because the degrees of which I was in pain were different than what I was experiencing. The doctors are saying that I was experiencing impingement, but my degrees of pain were between 20 to 30, or not between 20 to 30, which I know typically shoulder impingement degrees are within 20 to 30. My pain was actually in the degrees of like 10 to 25-ish, 10 to 20, something along those lines, so slightly below. And it was due to a couple things from what I've discovered on my own, whether it's tons of my own research, stretching, trying the various exercises, figuring out what is what, and just trying to figure it out myself because I felt like I was the incorrect diagnosis. I did do physical therapy for it for about 6 months. No, didn't get better. As the typical advice was, you know, stay off of it. And this is not medical advice for anybody. It's just what I found out. And I realized there was a lack of internal rotation, which caused a lot of strain on my bicep because it was pulling, my shoulder was pulling on my bicep, which my bicep then started pulling on my forearm. So it ended up causing my forearm to then pull on my bicep to counteract the shoulder pulling on my bicep, which caused bicep tendonitis, which was this part of my shoulder right here that was causing a lot of pain in the front. It was like a pinching sensation. It hurt whenever I do lateral raises. It hurt when I did dips, and it just hurt doing a lot of things that it shouldn't hurt of. I had that pain for probably 5-6 years, and I never once thought about working on my rotation. I always knew I had terrible rotation because I would not be able to touch my hands behind my back. So that's one thing I've been working on. My left arm is almost able to touch behind my back now. In my stupidity, I didn't work on my right shoulder internal rotation as much. So my right shoulder still has a lot of work to do, but I never really had too much pain in my right. Even though I did get diagnosed with a double shoulder impingement, I do believe it was just a double, I don't know what it was, to be honest, but I don't think it was an impingement because I had no weakness, I had no burn, I had no like numbness, nothing like that. It was just specifically a pinching pain and like a sharp pain, and it was located right here, like deep right here, like towards where the attachment site is, more than it felt like underneath where the bone meets it. But yeah, so that's one thing I've been working towards. What the hell? Oh, did I get sweat on it? Nope, I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm just now getting to work, and I'm gonna go to the gym again a bit later, do some more rehab stuff, do some shoulder mobility, do some core work, my core. Also had a slight disc bulge a couple years back. It was pretty, I would say if I had to guess on the pain scale, it was probably about a 5 or 6 out of 10. I wasn't able to sleep, so I had to take some pain medication, very strong pain medication to sleep through it. I slightly tweaked it again recently. Yeah, I'll park here. And I ended up not being able to lift for about oh shit, it's ambulance. I was like, what the fuck is that? I ended up not being able to lift for initially about 2 weeks. This time I took about 5-6 days off, and then I immediately went to working on my reducing the symptoms by decreasing the amount of tension because typically my spine got pushed into too much extension, which caused this slight bulge. So I pushed my spine into flexion, which helped reduce some of the pressure on the bulge and the compression of the nerve. Then from there, I ended up working on my core stability somewhat, and done a lot of nerve flossing. It's helped somewhat, I would say. And then about 3 weeks ago now, this is, oh shit, I forgot to end my workout. Today is the 1st of November, so it happened about the second week of October. This one was much significantly less impactful. I still had glute numbness like my first one. It's only on my left side. My right side's completely unaffected. So I had been working on that. I'm gonna do some core work tonight, gonna do some stability work. And then tomorrow I'm gonna do some cardio. And yeah, this is just my route back to getting back where I wanna be. Right now I'm working full time at some shit job. I don't wanna say where because it's not important. It's just some shit retail job that I'm not happy about doing, but you know, gotta make money, gotta get back into school. So I was planning on taking next semester for school, but I fucked up and I didn't register in time because I made excuses from all the stuff that was going on in my life. And this is just me trying to say that there's always gonna be shit going on. You're always gonna go through something, but at the end of the day, if you always use that as an excuse, you're never gonna progress. You're never gonna get better. You're always just going to say, damn, this happened, therefore I can't do this. Yes, it sucks. Yes, it's fucking awful. Yes, it's unfair. But I have to take accountability for my life, because at the end of the day, I make the decisions on how I live. I can't control anything that happens outside of my life. So until I decide that I need to be better, and I decide that I'm gonna be better, I can't use what happens to me as an excuse. So I'm taking that initiative today, November 1st. I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I'm no longer gonna lie to myself. I'm no longer gonna lie to anybody. Not that I had a big problem with lying, but I just had a big problem being open with certain people in my life because of things that happened in my past. And I'm done making excuses. I'm gonna feel stress-free as possible. I'm gonna be great. I will be competing at the 2028 Olympics in LA. Right now it's November 1st, 2024. Right now my weight is about 234, 235 if I had to guess. I'm about 5'8" and change. I used to be around 215 very comfortably, but then I got dropped down to about 208, and then I started making excuses. My life got in the way as my excuse, you know what I mean? About last year, I was about 208. I was in pretty good shape. I can post some videos later about what I looked like, what my lifts were like, but a lot of my techniques were issues. I was always considered strong, but I always felt like I could be better. I always knew I could be better because based on like what I learned, based on what I was reading, I was falling short of based on where my other lifts metrics were. For example, my clean and jerk, my clean was about 275 max I've ever hit, but my front squat was like 385. You know what I mean? So I know you're supposed to clean, ideally clean between 90 to 95% of your total front squat max. So doing the math, 380, let's just make 375. I forgot if it's 380, 375. Let's just say 375, give myself a lower number. I would be ideally 37.5, which is what, 35 off 375, 340, 37.5-ish. I think 337.5, yeah, 337.5 should be my clean. And obviously I'm about 47.5 pounds short, no, 50 pounds short, whatever, 42 pounds, whatever the fuck it is, 40 some pounds short of where it should be, which is a big percentage. So I'm going to be better. I'm going to do more. I'm going to start working harder, and I'm going to try to post at least every other day. This is going to YouTube at first, and then eventually I'm going to start branching out to TikTok. I don't care about making money. I don't care about doing this. I don't care about doing that. I'm posting it to hold myself accountable. I don't care if y'all talk shit. I don't care if y'all praise me. Would I appreciate it? Fuck yeah, I would. But I'm doing this for me, you know, and if you end up watching this, that's cool. I'm not telling anybody about it, not even my family, girlfriend, nothing. Nobody knows I'm gonna start posting. So it's probably gonna go up tonight. Yeah, I'm not gonna edit it in any way, unless I decide to add something later on when I go to the gym. But you know, bless you all. I hope you all having a great day, and if anybody, you know, comments on my stuff, I'll be sure to look out for it. I wish you all the best, and just remember, just because yesterday sucked doesn't mean today will. And just only you can control your life, man. That's really what it comes down to. I ain't trying to preach the same shit y'all always be hearing, but I'm preaching something that I'm trying to learn for myself. I hear it all the time. I know it's true, but I have yet to take advantage of that. Because in my life, I was blessed with many gifts. I'm very strong. I'm very intelligent. I'm very persistent. So with that being said, I have to achieve a goal, and I will achieve that goal. So this is Chris. Peace out, y'all.